Anyway mga kabarya, sa video nating ito tatalakayin natin ang mga stock balitang ating nakalap para sa ating PSE Stock Market Philippines. Ngayon ay January 2, 2022. Saka dito pala guys sa ating Kabarya Avenue PH YouTube channel, sinishare natin yung ating experience at dinodocument yung ating pag-aaral sa mga nakita nating pangmasang Pinoy investment at potential digital assets in investment na pwede tayong kumita kagaya ng stock market, Pag-ibig MP2 Savings and Investment Program, GCash Investment, cryptocurrencies and altcoins gaya ng Bitcoin, Cardano, Dogecoin, Binance, Litecoin, Chainlink and Ethereum at iba pang pangmasang Pinoy investment. Kaya guys, kung trip at korsonada mo ng ganitong mga content, pwede mo ring pindutin yung red subscribe button dyan sa baba para ma-update ka pa ng ating mga latest na ina-upload na video tungkol sa ating pag-aaral ng mga pangmasang Pinoy investment at potential digital assets in investment naman. Alright, bago natin umpisahan guys, huwag nyo palang kalimutang basahin yung disclaimer na nasa screen ng ating video. Okay guys, ladies and gentlemen, una ay nais ko muna kayong batiin ng isang mapagpalang New Year 2022 para sa lahat ng ating mga viewers, subscribers and channel supporters. Maraming salamat po. Naway naging masaya, mapayapa at ligtas ang inyong bagong taon sa pagsalubong ng New Year 2022. The Year of the Water Tiger. Ama naming nasa langit, maraming salamat po sa kabila ng pandemya ng year 2020 at year 2021 ay hindi mo po kami pinabayaan. Hinihiling po namin na sana matapos na ang pandemyang ito. Naway wag po kayong magsawang patnubayan at gabayan kami Ama kasama ng aming mga pamilya at panatilihin mo po ang aming kalakasan para sa aming paghahanap buhay. At pagpalain mo po Ama ang bawat isa sa amin ngayong year 2022. Ito po ay hinihiling namin sa ngalan ng iyong anak na si Hesukristo na aming tagapagligtas. Amen. Okay, sa video nating ito tatalakayin natin ang mga stock balitang ating nakalap ngayong January 2, 2022 para sa ating Philippine Stock Market. Kaya kung ready na kayo, let's jump in! Alright, una nating stock balita tungkol sa IPO or Initial Public Offering ni Housestock Incorporated HTI from Call Financial Initial Public Offering Announcement. Nagsimula na po ito, kaya para sa mga interested na investors kay Housestock Incorporated HTI, ongoing na po ang IPO nito. You can now subscribe at anytime and anywhere man kayo via online subscription. Ang IPO price per share, 1 pesos and 50 centavos. Minimum subscription, 5,000 shares. So 1 peso and 50 centavos times 5,000 shares is equivalent to 7,500 pesos ang minimum subscription kay HTI. Ang listing date ni HTI sa ating Philippine Stock Market ay on January 17, 2022. At meron tayong dalawang options to subscribe. Option 1, Local Small Investors LSI through PSE SA. Subscription offer period January 3, 2022 up to January 7, 2022 till 12 p.m. At itong option 2, yung mga gumagamit ng Call Financial account, you can execute your IPO subscription to HTI via Call Financial online subscription. I-click nyo lang itong click here on how to subscribe, then follow the instruction. Ang subscription offer period, December 23, 2021 up to January 6, 2022 till 1 p.m. Okay? At pangalawa nating stock balita update tungkol pa rin sa IPO update para naman kay Figaro Coffee Group Incorporated FCG from Call Financial Initial Public Offering Announcement. Nagsimula na rin po ang IPO ni Figaro Coffee Group Incorporated, FCG, sa ating PSE Stock Market Philippines. Kaya para sa mga interested na investors natin kay Figaro, ongoing na po ang IPO subscription period nito. IPO price per share is only 75 centavos per share. Ang minimum subscription, 5,000 shares. So 75 centavos times 5,000 shares is equivalent to 3,750 pesos ang minimum IPO subscription para kay Figaro FCG. At ang listing date nito sa ating Philippine Stock Market ay on January 24, 2022. We also have two options on how to subscribe the IPO. Ang ating option 1, Local Small Investors LSI through PSA-SA. Ang subscription offer period sa ating option 1, January 10, 2022 up to January 14, 2022. Last day until 12 p.m. At itong option 2, sa mga gumagamit ng Call Financial account, you can subscribe the IPO of Figaro via Call Financial online subscription. Ang subscription offer period naman ng ating option 2 is on December 23, 2021 up to January 13, 2022. Last day until 1 p.m. At i-click nyo lang itong click here on how to subscribe, then follow the instructions. At ipapaalala lang po natin na reminders lang po na itong ating video ay hindi po financial advice, hindi rin po ito recommendation to buy, sell, or hold your stock investment. Itong ating video ay for your information and for education purposes only. Okay? Ikatlo nating stock balita update ay tungkol naman sa SRO or Stock Rights Offering ni Dito CME Holdings Corporation from Call Financial SRO announcement. Ongoing na rin ang rights offering ni Dito CME. Entitlement ratio, 1 right shares for every 1.72935 common share. Offer price, 4 pesos and 88 centavos per share. Ex-rights date, December 20, 2021 at ang tentative listing and credit date, January 26, 2022. Kaya para sa ating mga eligible shareholders at entitled sa SRO na mga Dito Natics, Dito holders, and Dito CME long-term investors natin na gumagamit ng Call Financial account, ang Call Financial SRO offer period kay Dito CME ay from December 23, 2021 up to January 11, 2022. Ongoing na po ito. At ang last day until 1 p.m. of January 11, 2022. Payment method is auto-debit from our Call Financial account. I-click nyo lang itong click here on how to subscribe, then follow the instruction. Okay, next nating stock balita update para kay Solar Philippines Nueva Ecija Corporation, SPNEC, from Security and Exchange Commission, SEC, dated December 26, 2021. Subject of the disclosure, press release, Solar Philippines begins construction of Nueva Ecija plant. Okay, basahin natin at alamin itong description of the disclosure nito. Newly listed Solar Philippines Nueva Ecija Corporation, SPNEC, has begun construction of the first phase of what is planned to be the largest solar project in Southeast Asia. According to the company's prospectus, the use of proceeds from its 2.7 billion pesos IPO are to construct the first 50 megawatt and the interconnection facilities for the full 500 megawatt and to acquire land to expand the project beyond 500 megawatt. The first 50 megawatt is targeted to begin delivering power to the grid by the end of year 2022. Almost 1 year lang ang target of construction nila dito, paving the way for SPNEC to reach profitability and construct the rest of the project by year 2023. The project is designed for full 500 megawatt using land that SPNEC has been developing since year 2016. once the first 50 MW begins delivering power to the grid. SPNEC plans to install solar panels for the next 175 MW over half a year and be ready to install solar panels for the rest of the 500 MW over a year, given the relative ease of adding capacity to an already operating solar farm. This approach is made possible by Solar Philippines in-house engineering, procurement, construction, EPC team, the largest solar EPC team in the Philippines, which implemented the company's now operational solar farms in Calatagan, Batangas, and Concepcion, Tarlac. Located in Peñaranda, a port-class municipality in Nueva Ecija, the project is expected to create over 5,000 jobs during construction and over 500 jobs during operations. The company is investing in training locals and solar panel installation, given the expected scale of projects in this area over the coming years. Maganda itong naging IPO proceeds ni SPNEC hindi lang sa Philippine stock market, kundi dahil sa tulong ng IPO fund, magsisimula na ang construction works expansion project ni Solar Philippines with a target capacity of 500 MW at malaking tulong sa ating mga kababayang Pilipino na nangangailangan ng trabaho. Dahil sa construction phase project ni SPNEC, makakapagbigay sila ng almost 5,000 jobs at 500 jobs naman during operations. Tuloy natin. SPNEC earlier announced that it is using the rest of its IPO proceeds to develop a 1,000-hectare expansion for a joint venture with partner who can help turn this plan into reality. The company has noted that partnering with the country's leading companies is key to accelerate the transition to renewable energy. The co-location of the first 500 MW and the 1,000-hectare expansion in the same area will support the development of the new transmission and bring economies of scale to solar in the Philippines, with these two projects being larger than all the solar projects to date in the Philippines combined. At ito yung photo caption ng disclosures of the IPO proceeds ni SPNEC, the 1,000-hectare development of solar plant from Solar Philippines Nueva Ecija Corporation. Caption, Solar Ranch. SPNEC has begun construction of what is planned to be the Southeast Asia's largest solar project. And lastly, these developments are in response to the Department of Energy DOE increased the renewable portfolio standard target to 35% of the country's energy that would need to be sourced from the renewable energy by year 2030, which would translate to the need to build over 20,000 MW of solar. According to Department of Energy's latest figure, as of December 2020, the Philippines had a total operating grid-connected solar capacity of 1,021 MW. So with that being said, kaya naging very optimistic ang mga investors and traders natin kay Solar Philippines Nueva Ecija Corporation, SPNEC. During the IPO period, successful ang launching nito sa ating Philippine stock market. And after IPO or during the listing date ni SPNEC, naging bullish sentiment agad ang price action nito dahil very optimistic ang mga investors and traders sa sektor ng renewable energies, which SPNEC belongs to renewable energy industry. At ayon sa ating Department of Energy, long-term period of projection itong adoption ng renewable energy project. And right now, the total operating grid-connected solar capacity is 1,021 MW in the country. At ang target ng ating Department of Energy is a total of 20,000 MW capacity from the renewable energy by year 2030. Kaya good thing ito para kay SPNEC. Magiging long-term journey ito sa ating Philippine stock market at mapapabilang sa magkakaroon ng potential growth stories ang renewable energy sector. Kaya para sa mga long-term investors natin na gusto sa renewable energy sector, pwede ninyong i-consider at aralin pa yung deep fundamentals ni SPNEC. Ang kagandahan ay new stock player pa lang ang ating SPNEC sa Philippine stock market at hindi pa ganon kabigat ang market capitalization nito. And when it comes to the practical analysis naman, possible na maging malaki pa ang price action to the upside ni SPNEC in the future, lalo na kung magiging optimistic ang mga traders and investors natin sa renewable energy sector. At huling stock balita update natin sa bidyong ito tungkol pa rin sa renewable energy sector from Business World dated December 30, 2021. AC Energy subscribed to 14 billion pesos shares of solar and wind subsidiaries. Basahin natin at alamin ito. Ayala-led AC Energy Corporation has agreed to subscribe to the shares of two subsidiaries for a combined 14 billion pesos to fund the unit's separate projects in solar and wind energy development. AC Energy disclosed to the stock exchange on Wednesday its subscription to the share of Santa Cruz Solar Energy Incorporated, SCSEI, for 6,999,631,590 pesos to give its a 99.99 stake in the subsidiary. Santa Cruz Solar Energy Incorporated is developing a 283 megawatt solar farm in San Marcelino, Zambales. The fund will be used by the company to build the project. Okay, silipin natin saglit yung weekly chart ng ating PSE Index. Last Friday, December 31, last day of the year 2021, down ang ating market ng negative 211.93 points or down ito ng negative 2.89%. Nag-sell off ang ating mga traders and investors natin dahil last day of the year 2021 para maging panibagong market trading journey ulit ngayong year 2022, the year of the water tiger. Okay, sa ating weekly chart, almost breaking na ito sa pre-pandemic level na 7,400. Ang ating strong support nasa area ng 7,000. Ang latest all-time high ng ating PSE Index ay nasa 9,000. At lumalim naman ito sa pandemic dip na 4,000 kung week ng candle at 4,500 naman kung body candle. At kung susukatin natin, from the pandemic dip, uptrend na ang ating index ng almost 75%. At kung papansinin natin, nasa bull market pa rin ang ating PSE Index dahil puro higher low pa rin ang nakikita natin sa uptrend channel nito. And when it comes to the Bollinger Band, nasa upper band naman ang ating trading candles, signifying a bull market. At ayon sa ating stock market expert and long-term investor na si Warren Buffett, the stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. Alright, Happy New Year po sa inyong lahat. At yan ang ating naging stock balita update para sa ating Philippine stock market ngayong January 2, 2022. Magkita ulit tayo sa ating kasunod na video. Once again, have a happy weekend Sunday. Always stay safe and God bless. Hanggang sa muli.